what's up? Oh, a ghost. Hey guys, what's up? It's your local Speechie here, and today we're going to be doing a Get Ready With Me video while I talk about my undergraduate program speech language pathology experience at Towson. For those who are new here, welcome, welcome, and for those who don't know, with every video that I create and put out, I will always have timestamps in the description below so you can pick and choose what points in the video you'd like to listen to or watch, or you can just sit back and watch the whole thing. As you can tell, my nose is a little red, I sound a little sick. I just took a walk outside, it's a little bit chilly, it's winter. What are you gonna do about it? So for this video, let's make myself look a little bit better for when I go out later. Alright, hey guys, it's voiceover me coming at ya. Alright, it's time to spill the tea on my undergraduate speech pathology experience. I'm just kidding, there really is no tea. I had a blast. I'm having a blast. I love it. So first, I'm just going to talk about how my program works. So at Towson University, the speech pathology undergraduate program is screened. So that means we have to have the right GPA to be able to get in. And then we also have to have our hearing checked out and our reading checked out. Okay, so when I first applied to the undergraduate program, I was told by multiple advisors and professors that a 3.50 was a safe GPA. So if you had this GPA, you could probably bet on getting into the program. And for me, they accepted only 70 students, no more, no less. And the acceptance of these students was based on the GPA, so if a lot of people had a 4.0 and like a 3.7 to a 4.0, a lot more people at a 3.50 were going to get rejected. So this is why 3.50 was a safe bet, but it always depended on the other candidates that were applying with you because they could either bump you down or boost you up in the running. Y'all, please don't roast me in the next bit because I do put my makeup on with my fingers. I know. Don't yell at me. Okay, so back to what I was saying. Recently, Towson changed the program. So now if you have a 3.20, you will automatically be accepted into the program, no matter who's applying and no matter how many people are applying. And I know at each school the programs are going to be different. I know University of Maryland does not screen at all, so if you apply, you will automatically get in no matter what. I highly recommend researching the programs that you want to apply to, just so you know going into freshman year if you do need a specific GPA and you are able to get to that point. Now, I'm going to be real with you guys. I did not get in my first time I applied for this program when I applied sophomore year. And the way I heard about my rejection letter was the worst. So my mom and I were in New York during the summer. I'm a huge theater geek, so we were watching School of Rock on Broadway. By the way, a very fun show I highly recommend. Anyway, while we were waiting for the show to start, my mom and I were talking about the program, and I was telling her that I was so hopeful to get in, and then she told me that she opened the letter already and that I was rejected, and I was so sad. I started tearing up, and then the show started. So throughout that whole show, I was just kind of an emotional wreck. I felt like I was going to get rejected that year though, because my advisor made me make a backup plan before I even applied, and I also had a 3.40, so honestly I was just not as competitive as all the candidates applying with me. Now, the second time I applied, I definitely had a higher GPA than I had before, but I still made a backup plan, and my backup plan was to apply for elementary education instead. And at this point in time, I was honestly very unsure if I even wanted to do speech pathology. I was in an anatomy class at the time and I hated it, and I honestly wasn't doing well at all, and I knew that was going to be a problem because there were many more anatomy classes within the program and within grad school. The second time, I did get in for my junior year, and honestly I'm very happy, and it just felt like this was meant to be and this was the correct path for me. Okay, I'm gonna start talking about the classes we had to take for my program, and honestly I'm just going to post a screenshot of our 4-year plan in this video so you can just stop and read all the classes. So what I'm about to show you is what Towson's program believes should be the sequence of classes for someone admitted into the program. Now for me this was a little different just because I did finish out all my electives before getting into the program and all my prerequisites, because I did have freshman and sophomore year free where I was not in the program yet. And typically for those who were accepted freshman year, will be doing lots of speech classes sophomore and junior year, and then their senior year will be very free, where they usually take most of their actual electives that they need to graduate from the school. Now, in my personal opinion, I believe these classes are honestly not bad at all. It's definitely more scary before you get into it, but I promise the classes are kind of fun. You really don't have that much work. It's mainly exams as you progress into the course load. I know this may be different for each school and each program, so I'm just gonna say at Towson, that's how I felt. I don't think it was bad at all, but I do know that some people find it extremely hard and are not doing as well. And then there's also people on the other side who think it's extremely easy and are just doing very, very well. I'm just going to say that the classes honestly are very doable. It's not that hard to get a decent GPA in the program, but for me in my program, what I thought was the most difficult was the fact that the professors at least planned all of the tests within the same week, and it was just kind of difficult having multiple weeks that were free and I didn't have anything due to having a huge week with so many exams from so many different classes, and it was just hard to get by all of that. Okay, on to my cohort. So a lot of people say that you will be close with your cohort, but for me, honestly, I am not. I know a lot of faces and everyone is pretty friendly in the program, but I honestly barely know any names. I have my best friends in the program and that's all I need. Within my cohort, we have different spectrums. So one spectrum is the side with all the honors kids who are tryhards that get upset when they don't have a 100 on every exam that they get. And then on the opposite spectrum, we have people that strive for a C. They don't really study that much. They're just kind of in it to be in it. Also, if you're looking for a guy, you are not going to find a guy in speech pathology. I really hope that changes, but I'm going to be real. We barely have any men in our program. Now, a lot of people do talk about this. Our field is not that diverse at all, so I promise you, you do not have to be white or a female to be in this career. Okay, that about wraps up the video. I really hope you enjoyed this dynamic. Please let me know if you have any more questions about my program, and I'll try to help you as best as I can. With that, have a nice little day, and I'll see you soon.